The Pittsburgh Steelers are signing inside linebacker slash special teams ace Tanner Muse, a deal that doesn't really do much or move the needle for this team on defense, but certainly allows them to upgrade on special teams and really allows them to move on from some guys that they've held as anchors in that special teams unit in years past. Muse is a former Clemson standout. He was a safety in college. He turned inside linebacker in the NFL, a third-round pick for the Las Vegas Raiders, never panned out in Vegas. He didn't even play a game for the Raiders, but before ending up with the Seattle Seahawks in 2021, played 6 games for them his first season, played 17, mostly as a special teamer last year. He only played about 7% of the team's defensive snaps in 2021, but he had 16 tackles on the season, which is a great mark for a special teamer. That's what's very interesting and intriguing for the Pittsburgh Steelers when it comes to Tanner Muse. He's a young guy. He's only 3 years into his NFL career. He's a safety turned inside linebacker, much like the guy that he's likely going to replace. The Muse signing allows the Pittsburgh Steelers to kind of ease back when looking at their re-signings. This offseason, they let Miles Boykin, Derek Watt, Benny Snell Jr., and Marcus Allen all hit the free agency market. All 4 of them were special teams aces on this team the last several years. Marcus Allen really being the highlight of that group. Now, a former safety turned inside linebacker for the Steelers can be replaced by a former safety turned inside linebacker for the Raiders, the Seahawks, and now the Pittsburgh Steelers. Muse comes in here. As of right now, you should expect him to make the roster, but I would guess that an addition to inside linebacker in the NFL draft could change some things. That being said, the Pittsburgh Steelers typically bring in 5 inside linebackers. Right now, they have 4 on the roster. If they add another one, it feels like their room would be solidified and they wouldn't have to worry about much. But that being said, again, Muse is just a special teams guy. So he's going to have to show Danny Smith in the special teams unit that he's deserving of a roster spot on special teams. If a rookie comes in here, if an undrafted guy comes in here, if an interesting free agent late into the offseason comes in here, or even just a guy like Tay Crowder shows out and becomes a name to watch during the summer, Muse can be in trouble. So he's going to have to come in here and compete. As of right now, I would expect him to make the roster, but it is a very interesting signing and allows the Pittsburgh Steelers to maybe move on from some of these guys that have been around for years and really reconsider who they will re-sign after the NFL draft. All Steelers Talk has officially launched their own clothing brand, Black and Gold Apparel, now available on bonfire.com or at the shop tab at our YouTube page. Your new favorite place for Steelers t-shirts, sweatshirts, and crew necks, now out, now available in multiple designs, including some of my favorites, Kenny Comeback, Mute, and Kenny DeGeorge. Check them all out at bonfire.com or on the shop tab at our YouTube page.